I'm Vanessa Gordon with Gordon Law in Lincoln, Nebraska, and today I want to talk briefly about communicating with your ex-spouse or co-parent or soon-to-be ex-spouse. I've spent most of the day today reviewing communications between my clients and opposing parties. And so one of the things that's abundantly clear to me is that one of the main reasons people are no longer in a committed relationship is because of the lack of clear communication. There are ways to make it better, even when the other side refuses to communicate well. First, you want to make sure that as far as it depends on you, you are clear. You are very clear. Are you picking our children up at 6 p.m. instead of 5:30 today is a clear question. What time are you picking them up is a clear question. Um, what days are you planning to be out of state is a clear question. You want to make sure that you ask a question that isn't compound or accusatory, and that you give an answer if you're asked a question that's also very clear. I don't know yet, it depends. Those kinds of answers aren't very helpful. Because another thing you want to be besides clear, which is the number one tip I have, would be to be concise. You want to speak to someone you presumably don't like very much as little as possible while still having an effective exchange of information. So it's not helpful to give long explanations. Most likely, if you're not together anymore, either in a marriage or a relationship, it's because they may not have the same values or goals that you do, and that's okay. You don't need to give an explanation for every decision unless you're, requested to give one. So a simple statement that's short is helpful, and it's easier for the other side to process on their end as well. So clear, concise, and short. You want to be concrete. We don't need a lot of abstract thoughts, concrete discussions of schedule or diagnoses at the doctor for a child, or you want to be as simple and focused as you can be. So clear, concise, and concrete. You also want to be complete. You never want to intentionally give only half of the story or part of the story. And so to the extent that it depends on you in communication, you want to give the information of the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Sometimes you don't need them, but for sure, if there's who, what, when, where. Our child was invited to a birthday party on Friday during your time. It's this person's, it starts at this time. This is the plan. If you'd like to take them, please let me know. If you do, I've already bought a gift for the child, something like that. So clear, concise, concrete, complete, and courteous. This is probably the number one that's hard to do. When I say courteous, I mean not only free from name calling and expletives, but also avoiding snark. Snark is fun. I like snark. I like memes. Courts do not. Courts generally, you should assume your judge will not have a sense of humor. And your opposing person that you're communicating with or trying to will not, likely appreciate sarcasm or exaggeration or any of the things that that we may do, particularly to be funny. So you want to be clear, concise, concrete, complete, and courteous. The other thing I would encourage you to do is if you're having trouble exchanging information with the other person, consider whether you even need to communicate directly with this person at all. Would it be helpful if you need school information and you're not receiving it? Nebraska has a statute that ensures both parents have full and equal access to all educational information. Just get it from the school directly. They don't have a vested interest in keeping either party out of that information. Same thing with medical, doctors' offices, dentist offices, eyeglass, all of those people and insurance companies generally, they don't have a reason to be on one side or the other. So get that information that you're struggling to get from the other party. Just get it directly from the third party that's working with your children. Or often in discovery, we will do that in financial matters because while your opposing soon-to-be ex-spouse may not wish to share their banking information. The banking information is what it is. Get it directly from the bank, for example. So those would be our tips on communicating with someone that you maybe don't like very much or don't get along with or have trouble just having clarity in your communications with. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you need assistance with a family law matter, I hope you'll consider reaching out to Gordon Law.